Hello there. I'm going to show you how you can edit your videos in DESCRIPT as well as add captions. I've already recorded a video and downloads. There we go. I think that's the correct one. So it'll take a minute to upload. And I just have the free account, and this says I have 43 minutes left. You can upgrade to increase your transcription limit, but you can still have a lot of features to create your video even with the free account. So this is pretty awesome. While I'm waiting for that, I'm going to go ahead and title it. Okay, so it uploaded, and now I'm going to highlight it, go over to the right-hand column where it says script, go to the three dots, and it actually did already add it, but if it's not already adding the script, it would say add to script here. Strangely, it does not seem to have created a script for this, so I'm going to go to my three dots again, remove from script. I'm going to click on it, and then I'm going to go include in script, transcribe. Okay. And this shows an update on the number of minutes that I now have. I went from 43 to 37 minutes. Like, you can buy this for $30 a month, which isn't too bad, considering this is pretty high-tech video editing software. There we go. Looks like it finished. So now, what we are going to do is go up to the Actions button up here in the upper left corner, and we are going to remove filler words. It looks like it's only showing 7, but I'm going to go ahead and delete all, and if you didn't want to delete them, you can do other things here. So I'm just going to say delete, remove all. Deleted 7 selections. And I also want to get rid of how many times I'm saying so in here, because I've noticed I say that a lot. So I can also just go to, okay, so this is only, speaking of so, this is only showing these. If I wanted to do these as well, I would have to upgrade to Pro. Since I don't have that right now, I'm just using the free account. I'm going to go in and do that manually. And here's how. I'm going to just go Control F, type in so, oops, so, and it says it 22 times. Now, some of these are not actually so, they're part of another word, so maybe if I put a space after it, that will differentiate it. Okay, so now it's only going 9 times. Okay. So now I'm going to go down to the highlighted words. Oops, I don't want to highlight that part. I just want to highlight so. And then press delete or backspace. And I can delete that. But, and a huge gap. Let's see if I can delete that. That is a mistake, so I'll just delete that out. I say it's twice, so I'm going to go ahead and delete so it's. Oops, didn't mean to do that. I don't want that in there. Go away. There we go. I like the so here. So what is the XYZ factor? That's pretty good. And I was stumbling over my words here, so I'm going to go ahead and delete that. Delete. say you twice. Let's listen to what this sounds like here. I might delete the second your. So you can just punch play down here at the bottom if you want to hear what it sounds like. Let's say you're hiring a coach. I'm going to go ahead and delete that. Your. Listen to that part for a second. Follow this step-by-step system that they've already played. Okay. Step-by-step system that they've already played, that they've already laid out for you. Delete that. See if I can delete this gap. Delete. All right. Let's get rid of that. Delete. That one's just completely superfluous. Delete that gap. Delete that gap. And sometimes if you have a word repeated twice, you might want to go in and listen to it to hear which one of them you want to keep, because the inflection might be different, whatnot. That's a huge. Okay, so let's just get rid of that. Let's hear what this sounds like. That's a huge part of authenticity, is not just, revealing your your hot mess moments in time and providing too much information on social media. Extra word. Let's see if we can get rid of that gap there. Okay. All right, now let's start over at the beginning. And we can even go in. Here it is, speed. So I want to increase that ever so slightly. Okay, I clicked on script. Now I want to increase this ever so slightly, so I'm going to go 1.1. Let's see if I can do that. 1.1. So slightly sped up. Hello there. I've heard marketers say... Oh, I don't like that big gap there, so I'm going to go ahead and delete that. Let's see if I should probably just delete this other gap here as well. Oops, there we go, delete. Okay. Hello there. I've heard... Okay, that's a little bit too jumpy, so I'm going to go ahead and undo. There. So now we do have that little pause at the beginning, which apparently it needs. I might be able to get away with getting rid of this first gap. Nope, I don't want to highlight all of that. I just want to highlight this little bit, then press delete. Okay, so let's try this. Hello there. I've heard marketers say that people are not buying you. Okay, so sometimes this is a really good This is a really good example of how sometimes you want to leave those pauses in there because otherwise it just looks choppy and it cuts in too quickly. So let's start over one more time.
Hello there. I've heard marketers say that people are not buying you, they don't care about you, they're buying the fact that you can solve their problem. However, there are a lot of other people out there who can also solve that same problem for them.
Hey, I'm happy with that. It looks like I was able to cut off at least a minute of ums and ahs and extra words. So now I am feeling really confident about this video. So the next part is adding your transcript, okay? Okay, so you need to pick a template before it will show the captions. So I'm going to go to this one. I like clean. You can also make it like highlights the words as it's going forward. There's other options here. Clean with a shadow. I like that. It's probably going to make it stand out a little bit more. Okay, so now I have to select the part of the screen that is going to show up. I'm going to go ahead and let it start running so I can see what it looks like with the captions.
I've heard
okay, so that's huge.
Say,
I'm going to go
however,
medium.
there are a lot of other people
go regular.
who can also solve that same
and that is huge. That is huge. Okay, so I'm going to go, let's try 50. That looks much better.
Because
for one thing, and I think I'm going to put this up in the upper corner where I don't have anything going on, just because if somebody has the captions turned on YouTube, it's going to go over this captions. And I've seen that before, and the captions overlay the captions, and it's really annoying.
you want to gain their trust.
I really like how this is creating a little framed text area, so I'm going to go ahead and use that.
In addition to the fact that they're buying,
it's cut off a little bit though. Let's move this down.
It's a two-parter, right? You do need to be able to solve the problem, but they're also choosing you among all of your competitors because of
I also don't want it too close to the edge.
Well, I feel like
pause here. I'm going to go with that, and now I'm going to go to the upper right corner. If you wanted to make it a little bit more fancy, you could, but I'm happy with this the way it is. So I'm going to go up to the upper right corner where it says Publish. And this took me a really long time to figure out. It was very frustrating because I kept saying, why isn't it letting me export my video? You have to publish it first. Okay. And I'm just going to go ahead and let everything go to default. And I think I want to go ahead and import it directly into my YouTube. So that's another thing you can do is your first step would be publishing it. So you could just say web link and then go here to download. Okay, so we could just do that. So I'll go ahead and show you what that looks like. Preparing to render. I'm just going to do its thing for a minute. Okay, it says your file will be saved to your downloads folder. Okay, so now I'm going to show you what it looks like when I directly import this into YouTube. So this is going to be the title shown on YouTube. And this is the description that's going to show up on YouTube. And since I already actually tried importing this before editing all of the extra words out, and I didn't like it. So now I'm going to just take the existing text that I had from the old version. Oops, where'd it go? Here we go. And I'm going to delete that. I'm going to go, boom. So now I have all my text in there. And now I am going to, it's going to ask me, even though I'm already signed into DESCRIPT, I have to sign into my YouTube account. I'm going to click on my YouTube channel. And then publish. Your video is being published to YouTube and will be on your channel in a few minutes. And then it says publishing to YouTube completed successfully. Boom. So now I'm going to go back to my YouTube channel. I'm going to refresh the page because that's my old version. There it is. So it looks like it is processing. It says 9 minutes left. So even though DESCRIPT has uploaded things on there and YouTube is still processing this video. So it is going to take 9 minutes. And then I'm going to go ahead and use that one instead of that one because that's the cleaned up version. And look at this. It started out 5 minutes and 21 seconds and it went down to 4 minutes and 14 seconds just by deleting all of the filler words. So that is why I love DESCRIPT. The other part of DESCRIPT is it makes adding captions super, super easy. and I highly recommend it, whether you get the paid or the free version. It's going to help you out tremendously in your video editing, and I'm probably going to be using this a lot more for my future projects because, like I said, I do use a lot of filler words, which I am constantly trying to improve, but I can go back to all of my older videos and clean those up as well. One last thing, I noticed that it does default to private here. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to go ahead and change that to public and just publish. So that'll update that. And wow, okay, so even though it said 9 minutes, it's already done, so we can check it out. So just click on the little play button, and here we are.
Hello there.